My project proposal is for a community garden to be placed within Lee Park, which is located in Frenchtown on West 4th Avenue in Tallahassee, Florida. This is the side lot right next to Lee Park. There's a basketball court located right to the left. There's a shed, and that is essentially all that is in this green space. It's already fenced in. There's a fence all the way over there on the road, and a fence that wraps around this entire green space. This is Lee Park. It's essentially just a large field with a baseball diamond. There are some benches over there, and this is entirely fenced in as well. And if you look over to the left, there are residential homes, an apartment complex, and there's also a main street with lots of heavy pedestrian and car traffic. This is a better view of the apartment complexes across the street and how close they are to Lee Park. It's a pretty large community. It's called Goodbread Hills. It's relatively inexpensive, and I have seen some kids. I think that this area could really benefit from the beautification that a community garden could bring. Not only that, but it would provide an opportunity for people to learn about gardening, specifically targeting at-risk youth is what I'm aiming for. Frenchtown is notoriously a low-income area of Tallahassee, and it also is a predominantly black area of Tallahassee as well. And I think that this community could benefit more from a community garden than, say, like a more populated upper class area of Tallahassee. I think that this project has many benefits to it. It provides an opportunity for people to learn about gardening. There are currently 18,000 successful community gardens located in America, according to the CDC, and the number is continuously growing. There are many people who are working towards community beautification, such as Ron Finley. He is an engineer from California. He is currently working on building a food forest. The food forest that Ron Finley is building in California is essentially just, he's planting just vegetables, fruits, just along the side of the road in public city spaces. And his goal is to beautify South Central Los Angeles, which is also a predominantly black and low-income neighborhood of California. He has also said, which I think are like memorable quotes, is that if kids plant veggies, then kids will eat veggies, and that growing your own garden is essentially growing money. I do agree with his statement that if kids plant veggies, then kids will eat veggies, because I think that if kids are provided the opportunity to put in work and reap the benefits of that work, then they will want to do that. They will want to eat what they plant. I think that the only main concern with this garden will be finding dedicated people who are willing to work and maintain the garden rather than just trying to reap the benefits of it. Other than that, cost-wise, Sustainable Tallahassee has a place on their website where you can apply to place a community garden on city-owned property. They provide a grant, material assistance, and they also provide consultations with Leon County Co-op and they will teach you about agriculture, natural resources, and life sciences. Essentially everything you need to know to have a successful garden. For my case study, I have chosen City Square Community Garden, which is located in Apalachicola, Florida. It was founded in 2008, and it aims for citizens to get fresh air and grow produce for themselves and their families. It aims for their community to become healthier. The city donates 3 blocks of land for the garden and individual plots for each family, and 1 plot is also donated to the local food pantry.
City Square Community Garden is a really successful community garden. When it was created, it took 2 days. 29 volunteers helped fill 300 square feet of garden plots with mulch, and many of those volunteers were neighbors who used the clinic there that's located right next to the garden.
In conclusion, I really think that this project would be very beneficial for this neighborhood. There are children who live in the apartments across the street. It would be another reason for them to come to this park, get more physical activity, and even for adults too. According to the CDC, less than half of adults get enough physical activity to be healthy, and I think that's especially important for lower income and predominantly Black communities. To be able to benefit from what their community can offer for them. It's an opportunity for people to eat healthy, get lots of physical activity, learn a skill they can apply in their own home. It would beautify this area significantly, and according to the CDC, the community gardens actually have shown to decrease violence in some neighborhoods, which can help at-risk youth in these communities.